you, I didn't start selling hair with a penny. I had nothing when I started this whole thing. Hey loves, welcome to another video. It's your girl Sally. If you are yet to subscribe to this channel, please do so now and join the family. So today's video is going to be something different. I'm going to tell you about an experience I had 4 solid years ago. Yes, when I started selling hair. Okay, so let's get right into it. Okay, so guys, what happened was 4 years ago when I started selling hair, like when I started this whole thing, I didn't have a supplier in China. Okay, I was dealing with vendors here in Accra. Accra is a city in Ghana. Yeah. So these hair vendors were like my suppliers. So I go to them, I get the hair, and then I deliver to my clients. Okay, so that was the whole thing before we got a direct supplier in China. Yeah. So there was this particular hair that was on sale as at the time. The hair was a straight hair, and then we had that same hair in body wave. Okay, and it was 24 inches, I think, and the whole hair set was 206 as at the time. So this hair was one of the collections from my very supplier at MacLeod. Okay, so I was like, what is MacLeod? No, it was the one at Medina. Yes, the one at Medina. Yes, so what I do is, if someone orders for the hair, I speak to her and then she delivers it directly to the person and she keeps my share for me. So if it gets to say 200 cedis, then she gives me some of the hair, then I keep as my end. If someone wants, then I do the delivery myself. Yeah, so that was the whole process. So what happened was, this lady DM'd me on Instagram and was like, she wants to place an order for the hair, for that hair I'm talking about. Okay, so what happened was, she sent the money to my Momo account, and then I forwarded it to my client at Martina, and then I gave the lady the details and was like, oh, this person is at, the lady was at Bawi, so this person is at Bawi, and that she wants this hair, this and this and this and that, and I sent the money and everything. So she was like, oh, okay. So we concluded. The mistake I made was, I didn't ask the lady whether she wanted straight or body wave. And the mistake she also made was, she didn't tell me she wanted straight or body wave. And since as at the time straight was our bestseller, when I say bestseller, I mean a lot of people were patronizing that particular type. So like a lot of people were patronizing the straight more than the body wave. So I was thinking, since she has DM'd me, she also wants our bestseller, which was the straight. So I told the lady, oh yes, and she wants straight as well. She was like, okay. So the next day, the rider took the hair and delivered to this lady. And then normally what I advise is, anytime you order and the rider is around, you check the item you ordered for. Make sure it's intact before the rider leaves. This lady made the rider leave, and then 20 minutes later gave me a call and was like, I gave her something she didn't order for. And I was like, what did I give you? And she said, I gave her straight. I was like, so what was your order? And she said, body wave. And I was like, sweetie, you didn't tell me you wanted body wave. In fact, you didn't specify. And the mistake I made was, I didn't also ask, so I'm sorry. And even with the straight, since the rider is far away, if you have a curler, you can curl it and then you get the body wave. This lady was like, am I to tell her what to do? How can I give her such an option? She told me she wanted body wave. What? She was talking, and I knew I was at fault because I didn't also ask her. So I was like, oh, she shouldn't worry. I will let the rider come back for the hair. When I said this, I hadn't communicated with the rider. Okay, so I just told her that so she would be calm. And then after the call ended, I called the rider, and I was like, oh, where has he gotten to? And he said he was around Pashiman, something like that. And I was like, oh, I beg him, he should go back and then pick the hair. The lady says she wants body wave and all of that. The rider said he has a lot of deliveries to do, including ones going to Tema, so he can't come back. maybe the next day. The day she ordered the hair was on Thursday. The delivery was made on Friday. So the rider said he can come back on Saturday to change the hair. So I called the lady back and I was like, oh sweetie, the rider is far away, so he'll come and then change the hair on Saturday. She said, and I quote, I'm giving you and your team 15 hours to change my hair. If you don't change my hair, you will die. And I was like, sweetie, the rider is going to change the hair for you on Saturday. And from that time to Saturday is 24 hours, not 15 hours. Okay. And the rider can't get to your place in 15 hours because he will equally have to do other deliveries for me before he gets to your end. You get it? Because others will also be giving him pressure and all of that stuff. And then she said she's still insisting that she wants to receive her hair in 15 hours time. And I was quiet. And I told her okay. Then she hung up. She didn't even wait for me to finish talking, then she hung up. So I called my supplier and I was like, sweetie, she said she doesn't want the straight, she wants body wave. And then she said that she doesn't have a problem, she can change it for the lady, but she will also wants the lady to take a picture of the hair. We want to be sure she has not taken the band of the hair. You know, when you take the band off, it means you are going to use it, so we can't change it for you. If the bands are still on, we can resell it, but if the band has been taken off, it means she wants the hair. So I called the lady back and was like, I hope she hasn't removed the band, because if she has removed the band, we can't sell it. She said she has removed the band, and I was like, sweetie, you are making this whole thing difficult. If you don't want the hair, you shouldn't have taken off the band, because you could clearly see without you taking the band off that the hair was straight. So you knew it wasn't what you ordered for. You shouldn't have just touched it, because we were going to change it for you. She said it's her money. What? Hey, this lady was talking, she was saying all sorts of things, and I was like, the way things were going there, I felt really bad. So I just told her, I beg her, she should try and then fix the band, because the lady is not going to take it if the band has been taken off. And that's at that time, guys, I didn't even have 200 cedis. If I had 200 cedis, I would have taken the hair, and I would have sorted this whole thing out. But I've now started a business. Mind you, I didn't start selling it with a penny. I had nothing when I started this whole thing. Okay, I had nothing when I started the business. So I didn't have any money at all I could spare to sort the whole thing. So I just had to find a way. So I spoke to the rider, and then he said I shouldn't worry, he would try and then do the exchange on Saturday. Then on Saturday, the supplier gave the body wave hair to the rider, and the rider went and then did the exchange. Then the hair got to the supplier and was like, please, the band has been taken off. I'm not accepting the hair. You have to pay for the hair, a whole lot. Then I called the lady and I was like, I beg her, next time if she wants to order, she should be sure, because right now she has made me run at a loss. I'm going to pay something I'm not supposed to pay for, and I don't know how I'm going to raise that money. She said for me calling to tell her that she's giving me 10 minutes, I'm going to die of epilepsy. Like at that instant, so she's giving me 10 minutes, I'm going to die of epilepsy. And I was like, hey sweetie, as at that time I wasn't scared anymore, because I know I've sorted it out and she can't do anything to me. But I was like, hey, you two, in 10 minutes time, this. Like I was just saying all sorts of trash, and I was like, and she was like, oh, am I daring her? Do I know she's a goddess? What? And I was like, oh, is she also daring me? Does she know who I am? So yeah, like that was the whole thing. We exchanged for it. Then I told her it's okay, it's fine. I apologize if I was rude and all of that stuff. He said she's a goddess, she's going to make sure I die. Like she's not ready to accept my apology, she's going to make sure I die. And I said, oh, no problem. Immediately she said that, guys, I got scared, and I had like 5 cedis on me, and with 5 cedis I can get to my house. My school is at Pentecost University, and then from Pentecost University Sotum to Dansoman, 5 students cancelled me out as at the time. So I just called home and I told my dad I was coming home. Then I took church train, then I came home. And I told my dad that I sold her to someone and the person said I would die. Like, I was scared. You know the whole thing. I was scared. She said she's a goddess and what. So I was very, very scared, and my dad was like, oh, nothing will happen to you, you won't die. Nothing will happen to you. So far as you've sorted her out, your hands are clean, you're okay. And my dad gave me the 200 cedis and I went to pay for the hair. I had to fix this hair, like, because I've already paid for it. And this wasn't part of my budget. And if my dad has given you 200 cedis for like that hair, that means that month you're not getting your feeding money. So I had to go through some stress and all of that stuff. But yes, I've been praying to God not to get a customer like this anymore. Like, I'm still alive. She couldn't kill me. I'm still alive. But I've always been praying to God not to get somebody like that. Okay, because I don't know what else I would want to do. Thankfully, we have a direct supplier in China who brings the hair and all of that stuff, so it's better. And I won't say my supplier in Medina did bad, or she didn't do her best, but I believe this makes sense. If I buy something for you and you don't want it, you should return it just as it was. You don't have to take off the band to make it difficult for me to sell and all of that stuff. So that was what happened. Like, this is my worst customer experience. Coupled with the fact that the rider had to call her severally and she won't pick, and only for her to pick and then give us problems and all of that stuff. So my clients here, I beg you, if you order for something, please check if it is intact before the rider leaves. If the rider leaves and then you call back to give us stories and all of that stuff, it's not going to help us. Please, we beg you. Yes, so that brings us to the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you're going to take my advice, especially my clients here. I beg you, please be sure of what you're ordering before you place your order. See you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you get notified anytime I post a new video. So till you see me in the next video, bye.